Hello everyone, this is John from Nevermore Antiques, and I'm making a video to show you guys like the top 20 things that I sold for the first part of this month. I'm going to break this up, start doing them bi-monthly, like take the 1st through the 15th and then the 15th through like whatever the end of the month is. And I'm going to go over like the top 20 items that I sold. It doesn't mean it's the most expensive items I sold, but some of the more unique items that I sold. You guys going forth will probably be seeing everything that I buy. So I will be doing unboxing videos and haul videos for the merchandise that I buy. I'll bring it into the store, set up my camera, and we'll go through the boxes together. But then this will show you how quickly these items are selling. If you watch the channel quite a bit, you will see some of these items. They're familiar. If you've watched some of my haul videos already, you will be familiar with some of these items. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you should, because I post a ton of content over there. Whenever I'm at the store, I post a couple of short videos a week just talking about things inside the shop or eBay related. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, go over now and be sure to click that follow button on Instagram. Our Instagram name is Nevermore Antique. So we're going to jump right into the top 20 items that I sold, like November 1st through November 15th. It's hard to believe that this month is it's more than halfway over. It's almost Thanksgiving. That's crazy. Okay, guys, so the first item that I sold here was a set of two 1950s, 1960s insulated thermal underwear. Old underwear sells crazy. Write this one down on your BOLO list. If you go to a lot of estate sales, yard sales, and stuff like that, if you find old underwear in the original packaging, buy it. I sold these two. I took a $25 offer. I've had them listed for a while. I took a $25 offer on the first pair, and then I took a $20 offer on the second pair. So I essentially ended up getting my full asking price for one pair, but I buy one, get one free, we'll call it. But they sit around for a while, and I had probably a buck or two in them. These are really good too. These old Rolodex, these old black, it was a black rotary dial covered card file, whatever, the full of keyword title there. But it is a really neat item. It had all the original cards in there. It hadn't been written in. It didn't have a key. Some of these have keys, and if you find them with the keys, they are worth pretty good money too. But this one sold for $18.95. I picked it up for I believe a buck or two. I can't remember. It did have a little bit of paint splatter on it. If you can kind of see on the picture there, they would have it would have sold a little bit better if it wouldn't have had the paint splatter on the front of it. Now come on. And there we go. You can kind of see the paint splatter there. Still a really cool item. If you find these, they're pretty easy to ship. Throw some bubble wrap around them, stick them in a box, and they go out the door. And keep your fingers crossed that they get there in one piece. These are those glass doorknobs. Once again, Instagram. This is the picture that I used on Instagram, and they sold. I think I got them at 70% off at the estate sale. So I had like $2 in them. I sold them for $14.20 and $7.32 shipping, and they was gone. They sold, and I hope they're going to live out the rest of their life in a beautiful house, or maybe repurposed as a really cool project. A lot of people will use these doorknobs, and they use them and they'll put them on boards and make coat hangers out of them. So that's what's really cool about these stuff like this, is that it just doesn't have a purpose of being a doorknob. It can also be repurposed and sold as like up, what do they call it, upscaling, or up whatever they call it, up. If you know, type it in below. It's like upcycling. That's what it is, upcycling. It's just cool. I love it. This was a really awesome item. This actually came into the store, and the lady wanted me to look at it and wanted me to get her a price on it. And later on I ran into her out in public, and she said that she needed just wanted $50 for it. So I was like, well, okay, that's probably a price I can do. So I listed it on eBay, and it's actually sold. I have to get her a check. I have to get the paperwork filled out and get the check cut to her. it was about a 50-50 split after fees and shipping. The shipping didn't quite cover all of it, so I had to put like another $10 along with the shipping. But after fees, she gets her 50, I'll get my 50, and that works out really great, which worked into a whole business concept that I've came up with, which is me actually doing consignment sales for people on eBay through my store, and essentially just doing 50-50 splits with people and me taking all the responsibility and paying the fees out of my half. Okay, let's go to the next item. This is an N-scale train. A lot of trains don't sell too well, but if you ever come across the N-scale engines and the N-scale cars, that stuff sells really good. I've always did well with it. The HO doesn't do too well, but the O gauge will do pretty well too. I like the N-scale stuff because it's really small and it packages and ships out really easy. This was a lot of Zippo lighters. These were my mom's. When we were cleaning out the house down there, I found these, and we packaged them all up in a little lot, put them on eBay, and they sold for $21.95. They were in kind of rough shape, but if somebody can use them, it works out pretty good. We got 7 bids on them, and they paid shipping. This was cool. I just bought this at the estate sale probably about 3 weeks ago, and it was the night before Christmas book. It was a flip book. It's kind of die cut. It looks really good. It was a fantastic book in good shape. I sold it for $23.70. I probably got it at the sale. I think it was 4 books for $1. So I have a quarter in it. So I can't complain about that. These were a bunch of Palmer nibs that came off of like inkwell pins. I had them forever. I picked them up at an auction. They sell good. I sold these for $23.70 shipped. So I probably came in a box of junk, and I made $23 off of somebody else's trash. These were the maps that came into the store. I think I told you guys about them in a video. I didn't film the interaction because the guy didn't really want to be on camera. But I picked up 4 of these maps, and I paid $100 a piece for $100 for all of them. And I picked up there was 6 maps, and I paid $100 a piece, which was like no, there were 5 maps. You guys were like, this guy's crazy, and you're probably right. But I paid $20 a piece for them, and this is one of them that didn't sell for as much. $37.95. I had 20 in it, so that was $17.95. By the time it was said and done, I probably made $11, $12, maybe $13, because it would be really light. They're made out of silk, and they ship real light. So, but you'll see later on where I did better. This was a woman's perfume. I bought this at the same estate sale that I don't know if that had all the Christmas stuff. I don't know if you guys. I didn't really film inside there a whole lot. This wasn't the Victorian house. This was I called it Rose Red because they just kept building onto this house. I should have filmed there because it was really a cool house. But I paid $4 for this, full price on the first day. The first place I always hit when I go to an estate sale is I go straight for the bathroom because that's where I get most of my home runs at estate sales is the vintage perfume. I sold this for $85.45 and $4.39 shipping and handling. It was brand new, just didn't have the box. Here is the other map that I sold. This was a map of the Wee Island. I've never Wee Island. I guess all the people are wee people. I don't know. That's a bad joke. Sorry. I sold it for $80 and $4.39 shipping and handling. So this one I did really good. I almost, between those 2 maps, I more than paid for my investment, and I still have 3 maps to sell. This is a really good pickup. This was a jack, a Duff Norton Simplex jack. It was a railroad house jack. This one sold for $249.95, and we charged $25.71 shipping and handling. It went FedEx. I had $100 in it. I had to put another $10 or $12 in it for shipping, so I made $130 just on this jack. And I have another railroad jack that's in the shop that I haven't listed yet, but this one actually folded up really nice, so it would just be so much easier to ship. That jack was so much easier to ship because the little piece right here You can see it folded all the way up. This came all the way down, and then it was just pretty much a square box at that point. We shipped it FedEx. I pray that it got there okay. It was delivered. The delivery is estimated November 27th. I don't know. Today is November. I don't think that the estimated delivery time is right. I think it's already made it there. But we will go forward. I picked up this lot of books from the library sale, and these things sell really good. If you ever come across these, a lot of these was actually a lot. There was actually 16 books in this set. I sold the original set for over $200. It was in one of my videos, one of my what sold videos. I don't know. It was the one from, I think, October, I believe. And they sold really well. Well, I sold this one for $20, and then I have another one right here that sold for $20. So that was $40 for those two books. They just sold exceptionally well. This was actually, like I said, it was in a set of books, and people probably needed them to complete their set. I sold two of these for $34.95 a piece. These aluminum eagles, they just sell really well. They sold quick too. They sold really quick. Here's a set of guidepost books. I bought these from a friend. I think I paid $25 for them. I had to set on them for quite a while, but I sold them for, I don't think I sold them for $70. I don't know if they sold full price or not. I don't think I took an offer on it, but if I did, it was still pretty, it was above $50. Here is a vintage light. This thing was just parts. I mean, most people would pass this thing over and not even think about buying it, but I sold it for $40. Vintage lighting, there is a lot of money in that. And here is a set of, once again, here's a set of these really nice floor mats for a Colorado Canyon crew cab. Sold them for $50 shipped. I think I took an offer on them for $40. Probably about $10 to ship them. This was still when it was nice and warm outside, so those were listed for a while. They're not exactly a long tail, or they're not actually an item that's going to sell quick. It could be a long tail item, but in the long run, when you have several sets of these listed, they just sell. You're always selling floor mats, and people pull them out and they put new floor mats in, like the rugged floor mats and the rubberized floor mats, and they always end up at yard sales, and you can make a killing off of them. We got two more items here, and here is a Claude Monet. It was, I think it was, what's the name of the print? The Cliff Walk at Pourville. Beautiful framed print. It was 18 by 15, and we sold it for $38.21, $12.95 shipping. And the very last item that we have here is this vintage Art Deco lamp from the 1920s, ready for restoration. And we sold that. I probably had $5 in it. Sold it for almost $30, and it was a pretty good pickup. We had to hold on to it for a while, but it's an awesome lamp. It'll make a beautiful restoration project for somebody. I think that'll turn out really nice. So that's pretty much my top favorite 20 items that we sold for the first part of November. I hope you guys have a good day. If you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you're still hanging around, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified when we put out video content like this in the future. If you like this video content, message me down below and let me know that you really love these sold videos. I really appreciate any positive or negative feedback that you can give me on how to make my channel better. I read it all, and I do take it into deep consideration. So you guys have a good day. I love you guys. Keep on digging, keep on picking. As always, God bless you guys. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. And remember, the family that picks together sticks together. Goodbye.